You want to get this simple, full beat, natural look. Stay tuned and keep on watching.
Twerk. Girl, I want to see you twerk. I throw a little money to twerk.
So what up, down ass bitches? Today I am getting ready for work, and I'm just gonna do like my natural everyday routine. This is like my go-to. It's very simple. You don't have to necessarily use the products that I'm using today. You can use a lot of the drugstore products. I have a little mix and match up going on here. So we're going to start, and I like to start with priming my face. This is Too Faced poreless primer. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that. A little goes a long way. And I am going to prime my face.
Priming your face will just help the foundation stick, and since this is poreless, it'll also fill in your pores. Make sure you get around your eyes, because they get dry all the time. Okay.
So first and foremost, I always start with my brows. This is my favorite, and it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills. Like, I can't go nowhere from this product. I really don't like using pencils on myself, but I use them on my clients. But I prefer using gel. Like, I don't know why. The gels just work for me. I'm going to use an angle brush, and this is actually a MAC 266 brush. And I'm going to start with my brows. As you can see, girl, I need to get them waxed. I haven't got them waxed in like 2 months, but I hate getting them waxed. I feel like makeup covers everything. So I'm going to start with just drawing a line under my eyebrow, and that basically gives me a guideline of where I want color and then where I want to conceal. So let's do that. Just like that. Me, I naturally have a thick brow. My eyebrows take up a lot of space, so I can do my eyebrows pretty thick. And then I'm going to do another guideline at the top. And I am going to fill them in from there without applying any more product. I'm just going to fill in areas that need to be filled in. The color I'm using is called Chocolate. It is, I think it's the second from the darkest. I think the darkest would be Ebony. Don't worry, I'm going to clean everything up with concealer. And I'm also going to blend out the front of my eyebrow. It's not going to stay stark like this. That looks terrible. I'm just going to hit up the next eye. Eyebrows are not twins, they're sisters. They're not identical, they're fraternal. So if they don't look exactly the same, you know, just try your best. Now I'm going to take my MAC Studio Finish concealer. Once again, you can use any cream. I would suggest a cream concealer to conceal under your eyebrows, just to give it that perfected look. I'm just going to draw a line at the bottom. I like to draw my lines in sections instead of one swift motion. I kind of like break it up. And bring it down. This is also going to act as a base if I was going to do an eyeshadow look, but today I am keeping this look pretty clean and simple. As you can see, I got a little boo-boo in my eyebrow, so I'm just going to go back with that same brush that I used the gel on and just go over it. Simple as that. And as you can see, this concealer, it's really thick and it's hiding the hairs that need to be threaded. I get my eyebrows threaded. Some people get them waxed. Some people get them just plucked. I'm not doing that. I get mine threaded. What do you guys do with your brows? What do you guys prefer? Even though threading hurts, waxing hurts a little bit, but it's like a couple swipes and you're done. Tweezing, oh my God, that's pulling each individual hair. I don't have time for that. And threading, it's pulling a lot of hairs at once, so it isn't as painful as tweezing. But I'm just blending this out, and I'm actually blending this out with one of my Real Techniques brush. It came in a set, and I actually picked this up from Marshall's or TJ Maxx. So I'm gonna do the next for this, the other eye. Your face. So now with that same brush, and this is actually a brush I got from Michael's for like $4, $3. And I've had this brush for about 4 years now, and I love it. It's the only one I use to conceal under my eyes. So now I'm just going to wipe a little bit of the product, the concealer, off of this brush. And I'm going to go back to the front of my brush and front of my brow. And I'm just going to drag the color out. So it's most likely you're dragging front to back. And this kind of like disperses the color of your brow and gives you that gradient effect in the front. Unless you like this dark look, which, you know, I'm not a big fan of. But this will definitely give you that gradient effect. And I also have another trick that helps this out. And I will show you guys when I'm doing my foundation. Okay. I feel like that's all right. And I'm gonna go to the other eyebrow. Okay. I know they look a little close together, but like I said, I have another trick to perfect these brows, honey. Right now, we're just gonna leave it like that. Okay, now since we put the cream concealer on your eyes, you just wanna pat it out so there's no wrinkles in it. But you can do that with your finger. And then you wanna take a powder, preferably one that's the same color as your all over face color. And I'm gonna use another Real Techniques brush. And I'm just gonna set that with the powder. And the powder I'm using is the MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish Natural Loose Powder. And you wanna make sure it's set. And you know it's set because none of the areas will be wet. And I even do this part when I am using eyeshadows. It kind of helps blend the eyeshadows. But today we're not doing eyeshadows, honey. We're doing a quick little beats. You know, sometimes a nigga just want to see you look a little natural. You don't have to do the glitter all the time, honey. Okay. Now foundation. All right, you don't have to do this, but I do this. This is for me. I'm a professional, so I'm into mixing colors. But you can go to MAC or wherever you want to get your foundation from. But today I am using MAC's Prolongwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. And I have both of these colors are in NCs. One is the lightest color, which is 15. And one is the darkest color that they have, which I think is the darkest color they have, which is 50. Way too light, way too dark, but I mix them. As a makeup artist, you know, it becomes really expensive when you try to buy the whole color range from a line of foundations. Like when you can just mix them and get the same, probably even a better color for that individual person. So I just mix it up on my hands. Simple like that. And make sure it's the color that I want. And it usually is. See? And I'm just gonna take that to my face. Now sometimes it does happen that I do this a little darker than I tend to, because I be wanting look like I gotta wait, but I think I did good today.
So I just put this all over my face. This is one of my favorite foundations from MAC. Like, I love this foundation. Like, they do market it as waterproof. I'm not gonna say it's waterproof, but it's definitely water resistant, because by the time I finish my face, what's left on the back of my hand is gonna dry, and I'm gonna have to scrub it off, like literally with a brush. Like, I gotta get the brush that I clean my bathroom sink with and scrub the back of my hand to get it off.
Now we're gonna use my favorite tool, which is a clean beauty blender, and it is damp. And when you damp it, I just feel like you get a better application. I'm just gonna take that and just dab it around my face, honey.
Just dab it around. Make sure you hit your neck up by your ear, the corners of your nose, around your mouth, your chin, them cheeks. The beauty blender to me, like, takes the place of about 2 or 3 brushes for me. I'm about to use it for foundation, I'm about to use it for my concealer, and then I'm about to use it to set my concealer. But you do have to be careful and keep them as clean as possible.
Now, remember that trick I said for my brows? To separate them a little bit, you take squeeze your beauty blender. Can I talk? Squeeze your beauty blender like so. And you just want to dab it in the middle of your brows. And oh, separation, honey. Separation, and you get the fadiation.
The fade, whatever. Now I'm going to hit up my forehead. Girl, if you have lace, please try not to get this in your lace. But today I do not have on any lace. Make sure you get by your brows. Yes. Let me do the other side. Okay. Now we are almost finished.
Now I am going to conceal. Taking my favorite brush from Michael's. I'm going to wipe it off a little bit because it got foundation on it. And I'm going to take my favorite concealer. The Kevyn Aucoin. The Kevyn Aucoin, oh my God, it's like, okay, it got a little lace front glue on it, but whatever. And the color I'm going to use in this Kevyn Aucoin is SX11. This shit right here is the most expensive product. And you get the bare minimum amount. This shit is almost, what is it, $50, $48 each. And I have 5 of them in my kit. Plus 1 for me. I have 6. So don't be asking me for no discounts for makeup, all right? Anyway, so I just apply this in a triangular motion, like just get it up there, all right? Don't worry about these shapes that people be showing on Instagram and shit. But one thing I like to do is make sure that the edge where my eyeshadow would be is sharp and clean. It kind of like draws the face back. I'm gonna do the same to this eye, and you don't have to use this concealer either. There are way cheaper concealers than this, but I tried it and it was amazing. And I don't think I could ever, well, I'm not gonna say that because sometimes I do go back to my MAC products and use the skin finishes, but I love this one. And then I'm going to do the bridge of my nose, just a little bit. Then I'm going to do just a little bit around my mouth and my chin. You don't have to do all this, but I do. I want a full beat. I just don't want my eyes beat right now. Okay, that's enough to blend. Okay, do I look crazy? Okay, going back with that beauty blender. Excuse me. And I am going to start blending with the side of my beauty blender, just the edge right away. Just the edge of that concealer. and under the nose, you know. I just want to blend it out real quick. I know it looks a little crazy. It's going to get better, you know. And then do the inner corner of your eye. And make sure you get that lash line. You want to hit that lash line up real good. There you go. Not finished on that side, but we'll come back to it. They're going to do
the outer edge of this side, just like we did the other side, no difference. You're going to hit up the inner corner. And make sure you hit up the lash line, honey. And then around the mouth. Okay. Then you're going to blend under here for your chin, you know. Then you want to do your nose. And I'm just going to tap in motions. I'm not like, I want to disperse the color too much. Then you're going to hit that forehead. Hopefully yours isn't as big as mine with the same product, because I got a big forehead. I don't care what nobody say. Okay.
I know you're looking like, girl, I can see the lines around that concealer. There's a trick. Beauty blender. We use this side for foundation. This side has plenty of foundation on it. It's a sponge. You just go up against those lines and you blend them out, honey, using the excess. That's how you do it. Saves you some time. There you go. Make sure you blend those edges out, even around your chin. Lord knows you can't forget this forehead.
You don't even have dreams. You make movies.
What movie is that from? What about the Benjamins? Blung, 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 blung. All right, I'm done. Okay. Now we got this wet ass concealer all over your face. What are you gonna do, girl? You got to set it. Taking MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish Naturals in the pressed powder. This color is medium plus. And I'm taking, once again, my beauty blender. I think this is like the third or fourth thing we're using this little tool for. You're gonna rub it in there, girl. Rub it in there good. And we're gonna press that in under your eye. Sometimes I use a setting powder. Sometimes I come right back to this old faithful right here. It all depends. Set it, girl.
Please set your foundation and your concealer. And do the same to the other eye. There you go. Alright. Gotta hit up that chin. Definitely. And we gotta hit up the bridge of that nose. I mean, around the nose. And around getting the cracks. Don't forget. You want it to be looking wet. And we gotta get the bridge of the nose. And that's big ass forehead, girl. Need a lot of product for that shit. Okay. Excuse my language. Okay.
So now, I like a little contour, but I like powder contour for myself. I do use cream on my clients, but today I'm going to use Sephora's Matte Perfection Powder. And this color is 66 Mocha Spice. Way too dark to put all over my face. But to contour, I'm going to use one of these brushes. I ordered this from Amazon, eBay, Groupon, somebody.
You want to get in there. And you want to blend up a little bit, okay? And you want to get them temples. Okay, don't forget, don't stop blending. Using excess around my forehead and stuff. You know, can't be looking crazy. Okay? I'm going to go in back with my own beauty blender and kind of like blend those lines out. Right. Then let's go back with my powder. Have to make that face grow. Blend up. Don't forget the big ass forehead, girl. Back with the beauty blender, just using the side that had all that powder on. Just to blend things out.
Then I'm going to go back in with that, my MAC Skin Finish Naturals loose powder in dark. And I'm just going to blend this all together just a little bit.
So buff everything out with just a little bit of that powder. Okay.
Then I'm gonna take my Nars Brush Duo. And I'm using this color right here. This is definitely Orgasm. No, it's not Orgasm. It is Deep Throat Blush and Laguna Bronzing Powder. Deep Throat. I'm gonna wear it.
I'm just gonna find the apples of my cheek and rub that around. This does have a little bit of shimmer in it. But I don't mind. And I like peach blushes on me. There I go.
So now my face looks all powdery and shit, all dry. So what I'm gonna do is take Scandinavia's setting powder, their oil control version, excuse me, and set my face. I like to get it real wet and then comb through my brows to get all the excess powder out. My brows, sometimes I have some in my lashes. And then when my face is a little wet, I like to put on my highlighting powder. So I'm gonna take this little trio I got from Ofra, and this is the Everglow. And I actually ordered this from Nordstrom Rack, yes. And I love this color right here. I don't know what color that is, but I just love it. And sometimes I do add this goldy bronze color. And I just put a little, I like to dab mine in. Put a little more. And then I am going to add a little bit of that bronzy gold color. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, put a little bit on my nose. Whatever's left on the brush, not too much. Call it a day. Since I don't have any eyeshadow on at all, I am gonna highlight my inner corners. A little bit, just to give me some color. And I'm going to highlight right under my brow also. At least I can be all glowy. Okay, we're almost done. Now I am going to do my eyeliner, and I am actually gonna attempt to do this on camera, probably for the first time. We'll see what happens. So I'm taking my Jessie Girl eyeliner, and I get this from Rite Aid. It's my favorite. I've been using it for many years now. And this may be a tip for you. I get really watery in my inner corners, so I cannot use this in my inner corners. So what I do is I do about 3/4 of my eye with this, and then I go in with the gel. You'll see that right now. So let's just get this popping. Let me get a good angle. You're gonna have to watch me. I really can't talk through this too much. Just watch. Yeah. And then I go in with that same angle brush I used for my eyebrows. And I use Ink's gel liner in number 77, and it is black. And I use that in my inner tear. Right there. And it works. I know you say, well, why don't you just use this on the whole thing? Sometimes I find that when I use a lot of this, it flakes up. But I do like to go back over it just to make it a little darker. And I feel like with the Dressy Girl pencil, I have more control. But with my clients, I 100% use gel. Is that weird? I don't know. Okay, so there's that eye. Yes, we did it. Let me do the other eye.
It's a pain in the ass to get them even, but once you've been doing it so long, even when they're not even, you probably just don't care. Oh man. Come on, eye, don't give me no trouble. Okay, let me try that. And then with the gel. Yes, we're going to do lashes today, honey. Need to do a little bit more on that side, but we're good. And that's the thing, sometimes you have to keep switching eyes, going back and forth. Yeah. There. Even if I'm going to get it today, because I do not have the patience.
Okay, now I'm gonna go in with some mascara. And the mascara I'm using is Max Zoom Lash in their little mini size. And so I'm gonna put
some of that on before I put my lashes on.
Yes, honey. While that's drying, I'm gonna go in with my Nars eye pencil.
And I'm just gonna use that to line my lower eye. It's not too black. I kinda like it. Did you have smoky effect? And do the other eye. I see, but I need more eyeliner on this side. It's right there. And I got it. Okay.
This is optional, but I like to do it. I want to smoke out my bottom lash line with a little color. So I'm going to use my, this shit is dirty, Modern Renaissance Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. And I'm going to use this Red Orchard color here, whatever it is. And just smoke it out a little bit. And this is going to give my eye a little depth, a little creativity. To the other eye. Okay. Then I'm gonna wipe the excess off away with my Real Techniques brush. And I am almost finished. Almost. Now with these lashes, honey, I'm using actually one of my own lashes from my line, and my line is called Eyelashed by KiKi LaChe. And by the time this video reaches you, you should be able to order them on my website, KiKiLaChe.com. Links will be below. Please support. These are 100% mink lashes, and when I tell you they last a long time, they last a long time. Like, sometimes I'll wear one pair for over 2 weeks. and there are little secrets and tricks that I can teach you guys to maintain any kind of mink lashes. But I would suggest you try mine first, girl. So we're gonna put that on today. Some people like weave glue. Some people like regular eyelash glue. I like regular eyelash glue because as soon as I get home, I'm trying to snatch these bitches off. So I'm gonna use Ardell's, and these are what the lashes look like. They are kind of spacey and thick at the same time. So I know a lot of people have problems with putting on lashes, and I could do a separate video just for how to apply lashes and then how to take my lashes off and care for them after. So what I'm gonna do is take my handy dandy Ardell glue and just add just a little bit to the lash line. Not much, because I'm pulling these off as soon as I get home from work. And see, and you want to allow these to sit and cook. And I'm gonna do the same with the other ones. Sometimes while these are cooking up, maybe for about a minute, 30 seconds to a minute, I'll be doing something else. In this case, you and I are just gonna have to wait because I don't. Oh, I'll do my lips. I could do my lips in the meantime.
For my lips, honey, I am going to take my MAC Chestnut pencil and just outline the outline of my lip. Take your time. I'm just going to do a little bit first and then blend it once I put my lipstick on, and I'll do the top. When I do the top, I like to use the side of the pencil, not the point. Now I'm taking MAC's Creme de Nude. It's a cream sheen lip gloss, and it is a new color. Just going to add that in the center of my lip. Back and forth, because I got some big old lips. And blend that in. You want to blend it in by smashing your lips together, like, not that stupid blending motion, like, where girls are like, don't do that. Don't do that. You blend like this. Like that. I'm just going to perfect any areas that I feel like need to be perfected. And now I'm going to add my MAC's Obviously Bare lip gloss. I don't know what kind of lip gloss this is, but it's a lip gloss and they still have it in stock. I'm going to put a little bit of that all around the mix. And that's it. Now back to these damn lashes, honey. Some people use their fingers. I use a tool for my lashes. I use a tweezer that bends a little at the tip, like that. And I'm going to take the first lash. And for me, for beginners, I would say, it's easier to have a mirror like this and to have it a little bit lower than you so that you're looking down into it. That way your eyelid is completely flat. And it's better to try to place the center of the eyelash on the center of your eyelid first and then worry about the corners. So just like this, I'm looking down into my mirror. It's right here. And I'm just going to put the center on the center and just drop it. And then go back down and kind of like secure the edge. Sometimes you may have to pull the lash where you need it. And squeeze. You can also use this tool to squeeze these lashes onto your lashes. These lashes are called modesty lashes. So they're not super outrageous, even though I have some that are, that I love. I just wanted to try these out today with this look. And the excess glue will dry. And we'll get to the other eye. Drop that one on. And push the corners on. You may have to pull it a little bit. Squeeze. And push. You want to make sure it's like touching your lash line.
And there they are. These are really pretty. I like them. They're really subtle for those who don't want too much. They last 15 to 20 wears. Well, this is it. My look is done. Tell me if you liked it. Tell me if you have any suggestions for me, or maybe something that I can put into my regimen, or you know, whatever. Just drop a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm back on this shit, and I'm gonna be on this shit hard because I've been hustling lately, and this is one of my hobbies that I also want to turn into one of my hustles, just like the rest. So you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.